Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. Let's get this shit together. Get it on the road. Today, we're ending the Heisei series strong. Alright? We're laying it all out. Today, we're looking at all of my Spacegodzilla and Destroyah figures. Alright, get some good representation out here. Why did I just hear rain? It's not raining. It's pretty hot outside. What was that? I don't know. Can't tell. Anyway. Yeah, we're looking at Spacegodzilla, looking at Destroyah, and we're looking at that white blanket I have in the background. Not anymore, okay? We're jumping right into it. The best Spacegodzilla figure that I own, that was ever made, and that will ever be made. Playmates Spacegodzilla. Alright. Where were you when you saw this figure on his toy shelf? I'll tell you where you were. You were at Walmart, and you weren't expecting to see it. And when you did, you walked away. I'd imagine you did, because I almost did. I actually did several times, because I think, I had to ask myself, do I deserve something like this? With respect, okay, do I deserve something like this? No, I didn't deserve that. But after just taking a very deep time to think and look back at my choices in life and my knuckles that are blocking the screen, I've decided, you know what, I do deserve this. So I bought him. And his ankles have better mobility than his hands for some reason. That's all I can say. Okay, this figure looks like shit. Okay, but you know what? I think the Playmates figures, this is obviously from their first wave. All right, and who knows what happened? I think maybe they were given the license for Godzilla, the Toho series figures, and they had to shit out some figures as quickly as possible. And this is the best we got, because they did get better. We know that Gorosaurus is still one of my favorites. Rodan, Jaguar, Burning Godzilla. I mean, the Burning Godzilla is okay, but their Baragron, really good figures, but yeah, their first wave of stuff was poo-poo. And I'm putting that lightly. But the good thing they got better. And then they stopped the line. But now they make the Monsterverse figures, which they're really good at, in my opinion. I really do like their Monsterverse stuff. So keep it coming, Playmates. Keep it coming. Anyway, this is, what is this? This is a Spacegodzilla from Movie Monster series. Alright, Bandai Japan. Can't you tell? Because holy moly, it looks amazing. I really like this figure. I guess it got re-released recently, and it's slightly different. I don't know if that's true. I'll just stick with this one. I really like it. We just did a little comparison with the dorsal plates, and yeah, this figure is really good. Now, I was talking about articulation. I made a joke about some articulation earlier. Spacegodzilla figures have never really had good articulation. At least the basic ones. Maybe the SH Monster Arts. Maybe that one had good articulation, but this one, and pretty much any other one I have, his arms spread out if he wants a hug, and that's about it. So, at least the Playmates one had some ankle mobility, just in case he rolls it when he's stepping down the stairs at the Dairy Queen, and he drops his Blizzard. We don't want that. Be just a tragedy. This right here, this candy corn shoulder guy, is a Spacegodzilla from Bandai America, Bandai Creations. Okay. Yes, so they did a Spacegodzilla years ago. And, it probably wasn't bad for the time. It is a little dorky or derpy looking, especially when you look at it head on. But, I don't think it's that bad. The detail, it's there. Okay. It's not as good as the Movie Monster series, but this was earlier in time. Although Movie Monster series was doing really good detail back then too. In fact, better than they do today, usually. This figure also has a really weird gap right there at his torso. And again, with the hug me please posability of his hands. But the paint's not bad. Except for the eyes. That's where it gets a little derpy looking. And his crystals on his shoulders, again, they look like candy corn. I mean, to be honest, they are candy corn. It doesn't even look like, just straight up, he's a Halloween themed Space Godzilla because it's just straight candy corn busting out of his shoulders. So yeah, I think those could have been better. But again, for an American release compared to this other American release, it wasn't bad. Oh shit, man, we're just jumping up in quality. How do we go from that to this? My goodness. All right, so grace your eyes with Super7's Destroyah. This figure looks amazing. They really did a good job with this guy. He's heavy. I suggest you warm up before you pick him up because he has some weight to him, but you know, he is a really, really cool figure with some really good details, some good paint. I really like this figure. I already made a video on him, so I'm not going to talk about him much. You can check out that video where I unbox him with the Meltdown Godzilla. But Super7, I know they have Mogira and Space Godzilla coming up next, which I'm excited to see. But I'm kind of waiting to see what they're going to announce after that. I'm hoping they do maybe like, I would love to see them do a Ghidorah or like an adult form, final form Biollante would be awesome. Who else could they do? Because right now it just seems like they're sticking with the Heisei series when it comes to most of these Toho figures. So they're doing Space Godzilla, they did Destroyah, they did Rose Biollante, and they did Mega Godzilla. I guess they could do a Rodan. I don't really want them to do a Rodan. I don't really care for a Fire Rodan from Super7. Like I said, I would love to see like an adult form Biollante because I think they would make it proper scaling. And if they keep it in that 7-inch scale, even if it doesn't scale well with the other Super7s, at least it will look good with the 6-inch figures. Speaking of 6-inch figures, this is Playmates again, Wave 1. I'm pretty sure they're Destroyah. I think I just zoomed in on his coochie. Can I say that? All right. Yeah, there it is. There's the lips. All right. This is not a child's toy. All right. I'm making discoveries here. The paint is painted. This actually used to be, out of all the Playmates that was first released, my favorite one. It's since changed. Now taking an even more closer look and expecting it. Gigan from the first few Playmates figures is now my favorite. This one, it's okay, but it just looks so like mushy and playful. Like, this is not a menacing character. All right, this is not Destroyah. This is Builda, because he doesn't destroy anything. He builds confidence. He's happy to be there. Oh, this guy. Okay, so this is the Movie Monster Series figure of Destroyah. You can still pick this guy up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like this guy. Paint is not bad, especially for a Movie Monster Series figure. Okay. Mine has a little bit, very noticeable paint splotch right next to his eye right there. Someone probably sneezed while they were painting my figure. That's okay though, because I could really just take like a marker, like a artistic maroon colored marker and cover it up. I just haven't done it yet, but I kind of just get annoyed with this figure because I've said this before, and I kind of brought it up already when it comes to Biollante. Scaling, okay, 6-inch scale. I understand sometimes it's not perfect. This is one of the worst examples. I don't show it in this video, I think, but he is, like, he's short, way too short. Okay, maybe Biollante's actually the worst. Never mind, I take that back. But this guy is just like, Godzilla stands above him, I'm pretty sure. That's how bad it is, which is just, come on, it's Destroyah. It's, I don't know. Why do I keep ranting about scaling? It is what it is. That's what the Super7 one is for. That's what a certain other Destroyah is for. Not this one. This one definitely does not scale with the 6-inch figures, if you couldn't tell. Alright, this is from the Pack of Destruction from Bandai Creations. Very cool figure. Again, I had this since I was a kid. I played with it a lot. And very soft plastic. Very durable. And this looks really cool. I like the dark colors on it. I think they did a really good job. And look at that. It also came with a crab version. I forget what the pronunciation for that Destroyah is. Crustacean version. Whatever. You know what I mean. But that's also a really nice they did a really nice job with that one too. I really like this. And if you can get just this guy right here, you can probably find him loose on eBay. It's just a good figure to have. I know Super7 Destroyah came with like some really small versions of these, but this is still like a really good one right here to have for like a small scaled crab Destroyah crustacean. Do a little army building if you want, although I don't know how pricey these are anymore, but still really just two cool minifigures right there. So let's get them out of here because it's time to move on. All right, this guy, Bandai Creations. We gotta give them credit, okay? Because this is near the, maybe near the end. No, they had the license for a little while after this. They just didn't really do much with it shortly after this. But this guy right here is their take on Destroyah, and it's probably my favorite basic soft vinyl Destroyah figure, hands down. It is great. The paint, the details, and the scaling on it, like it's like about 7 inches tall, and it goes for like the 6-inch figures. I really like it. I really do. I had it since I was a kid. Again, his arms articulation kind of sucks. It is what it is, and his head's kind of tilted to the side. That's fine. Again, this is just a really nice piece though, just to display like the wings out like that. Like they can, there's some articulation there. Just really cool. And they did a really good job. I love this figure. You can get it for about $50 on eBay, I think, loose, which I do recommend. I just really enjoy it. I think it's a really cool piece to have, and I'm happy to have it. So that's definitely the favorite out of all the other Destroyers there. Super7 obviously kind of takes the cake though, although it's very heavy, but it is what it is. I still, in terms of basics off vinyl, definitely Bandai Creations. All right. That is it for today's video, guys. We are now done with the Heisei series. All right. So next should be Shin Godzilla, although I do have some videos talking about other things coming up, Godzilla related. So we'll see what happens first. I will give you kind of a hint. I'm sort of taking a break from the movie monster series right now, since all that's out or coming out right now is the GXK figures, 2 of them so far, Kong and Godzilla, which they'll probably be on the market for a while and eventually end up on Amazon. So I'll just probably wait till then. I know by the end of the year, it's been said that GMK Godzilla, GMK Ghidorah, and Godzilla 2003, which is Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, that Godzilla is finally getting a movie monster series figure, which I'm very excited for because I really like that design. So maybe around then I'll get back into the movie monster series figures. But there's other stuff I want to get into, you know, to fill up the collection. I'm running out of space though, so it's always a challenge. Anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.